Brothers and sisters, family first and foremost, of course, always and forever. Brothers and sisters, I want to talk something very serious about corruption. Corruption in the system. Now, I'm going to start it off with a story where I had a good friend, can't remember his name. This is in my old life, which was like 10 years ago. And he was telling me a story on how a cop threw a bag of cocaine in his lap, right? And so he looked at the cocaine and he said, "Well, it ain't mine. It doesn't have my fingerprints on it, right?" And he told me that the cop took it back. This is what he told me. So I need to express something very, very serious, and that is corruption. Okay? The corruption in the system is that bad, and unfortunately, there are some really bad cops out there, okay? Also, I'm sure there's a lot of good cops. But let me explain something. So, we as a society, we all know this, we don't call the cops. Why is it that people don't call the cops? Think about it. Because nothing ever gets solved. Things only get worse when you call them. You understand me? Let me state that again. Nothing ever gets solved. Things only get worse when you call them. So, here's another story that I want to tell you. I have been justified in many ways, but here in Florida, we got to stand your ground, right? And I'm going to tell you a story that's going to it makes me very, very sad. But what happened was, I was dating a girl once, and they came in my house for no reason because they start feeding off each other's negative vibrations, okay? But I've seen a more positive change. Again, this is 10 years ago. And basically, they came in my house. They came past the threshold. As you know, you need to know your rights. You don't let anybody pass your threshold. Okay? So basically what they did was called a legal search and seizure. This is the reason why we have the Constitution. They came in my house, arrested my ex-girlfriend, threw her, okay? She was only probably 105, 110 pounds. This giant cop takes her and throws her into the dryer, okay? And then he puts her in cuffs, literally drags her out by her hands. By the way, this cop, I don't know if it was him or not, but he may have got fired or not, but that's not the point. The point is this. He took her, then he takes her outside, and of course there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm sitting there not only frightened, but I'm hurting at the same time, man. Like, this shit was serious, yo. And so the cop takes his knee and pins her down on full weight. This man must have weighed at least 250 pounds at the very least. Takes his knee and puts all his weight down on her back, right? Let me state that again. A 250-pound cop threw around a 105-pound girl in cuffs, okay, and then put his knee on her, 250 pounds worth of weight, okay? So listen, it gets even crazier. So I was in Pinellas County, Arizona, and I feel for the public there, because the public, I'm sure, are going through some serious shit. You have to understand, the number one revenue basically for the government is arresting people. Now, if you haven't noticed, people are really behaving, including myself. That's the reason why I'm on point and I stay sober now, because I'm not going back to jail. Screw that. There's no point. Jail doesn't help anybody. My point is this, brothers and sisters, family first and foremost. There are no fingers being pointed back at me, not today, not tomorrow, but you need to understand that we the people have the power, okay? And they, as government workers, work for us. They are here to protect and serve, okay? Now I'm giving you another example. It's like, do you remember when you were little and your mother always just tried to catch you doing something? Of course they mess with you when you're young, it seems like. I don't know, but right now the government is losing a lot of money because of COVID. And I haven't got my stimulus check. If you're wondering why you haven't got your stimulus check, it's because people are not in the system anymore. People are actually behaving, if you haven't noticed, and people are doing good. And I have to say, brothers, I'm proud of those that are doing good. But you have to understand, we live in a very sick society. But on the other hand, I see a lot of healing. People are actually finally healing. Maybe it's because of the gas prices. Who knows? You know, statistically speaking, statistics are not on point. The numbers do lie. Okay? So, for example, vaccinations. Let's get into vaccinations, which is very serious. Trying to vaccinate 5-year-old kids. That's crazy. Okay? What is the mark of the beast? Well, there's different. Mark of the beast comes in several ways, and I'm a Roman Catholic. I'm just gonna say it like it is. But the mark of the beast is right now. It's happening, and it's happening in several different ways. You have people being vaccinated with. Well, I'm not gonna say what's in it because doesn't matter. It does matter, but I didn't get vaccinated. That is the mark of the beast. Not only that, I just heard yesterday that they're trying to make money disappear. How do I mean disappear? They're trying to make money into numbers. Well, numbers do lie, which leads me into this story. So you go on YouTube, you think this person's mad famous, but you have to understand there is a way, and yes, I'm gonna tell it like it is. Those numbers are not real. Okay, you can buy your way through YouTube. Yes, you can buy your way. You have to understand, you think these people on YouTube are getting paid a lot of money? Think again, because they're not. They're doing it because we, brothers and sisters, we are doing this because we are in the age of information. So anybody that thinks that they can hide from corruption, think again. Let me state that again. Anybody out there that thinks that they're going to hide from corruption, think again. Shout out to my mentor. We are now going into a golden age. Okay? Let me state that again. Anybody out there, you can't hide from, if you're corrupt, you will not be hiding. Because everything is now coming to light. Because, brothers and sisters, I want you to speak your truth. Okay? Again, I'm going to say this one more time. We don't call the cops because we don't feel safe when they come. Let me state that again. Why don't we call the cops? Because we don't feel safe when they come. Because so many times they have Baker acted me, Baker acted us, okay? For reasons unknown, there has got to be an alternative solution. Because if you think jail is helping, people are coming out of jail and they're going crazy, which means it's almost like a trap. It's a loop, and I am exposing it because if you are corrupt, I promise you can't hide anymore because people are now telling their truths and their side. Remember, there's always 3 sides to a story. God knows, okay? God, your side, and the other side. God's a third party. God sees everything, and I'm telling you, if you are corrupt, you better get right with the Lord, because corruption is inevitably going bye-bye. There will be no more corruption. And I want to give my thanks and praises to everyone, including the veterans. Why the veterans? Because the veterans died for this country on multiple occasions on wars that weren't even necessary. Do you understand me? These wars were not necessary. these wars, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but you have to understand family. A lot of people have passed on, and these families lost. It's quantum. It's really sad, man. These families have lost. That's why I say life is so precious. These families really do care about what happened in regards to losing a child. Like, I get it. I understand, because I've lost a lot of people in my life. But when you lose a child from being shot by a cop even, okay, that's the reason why nobody can hide anymore. You understand me? You speak your truth, brothers and sisters. Nobody can hide anymore. Now, why do I say this? Because corruption is done. We had two choices, and we picked the right choice, family. We had two choices. Let me tell you the choices. The choice was a dark age or a golden age. What I see right now is a golden age. You know, actually, I saw a cop helping somebody yesterday, and I'm proud of that police officer for doing that. I'm very proud. And let me state this again. Police are here to protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Not to be corrupt, because hurt people hurt people. That's the way it is. So you got people that are just so hurt inside. Like, that's the reason why I say that's the reason why I call myself a Nubis, besides the fact I've lost everybody, because I keep my heart light, or lighter than a feather. And I always tell the truth, because the truth, even though it may hurt sometimes, the truth will always set you free, brothers and sisters. You have to understand that. So you tell your truth. You make a YouTube channel or whatever. But you tell your truth. You tell it like it is, and what you've seen and what you've been through, because people are now listening. People's heads are starting to turn. And they're starting to wonder, okay, if the system's this bad, what do we do? There's got to be an alternative. So with that said, if you have any ideas for an alternative, brothers and sisters, I have answers. Okay? I know how to help this world, but I'm telling you, the corruption is gone. If you are corrupt, you can no longer hide. Let me state that again. If you are corrupt, you can no longer hide. We are in the age of Aquarius. We had a choice, and we chose the right choice, and that is a golden age. Do you understand what I'm saying? We just went through a bronze age into a golden age. What does this mean? No more corruption. As the prayer goes, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Trust me. I've seen a lot of corruption, and you can look into people's eyes. You can tell when people are honest. We are at war with ourselves, brothers and sisters. Now, how do I mean? Look at all the people hurting people. Hurt people literally hurt people. So I'm going to tell you another story where a bunch of people gathered around. If you see something, help somebody. If you see somebody being hurt, it doesn't matter who's hurting them. Help them. Then again, don't get in the middle of gunfights and shit, obviously. But my point is this, like, it's that serious. Like, so let me state this again. We're almost in the golden age, but it depends on us. Brothers and sisters, it depends on us. But we're pushing through the veil, and we're getting through the truth. And the truth of the matter is, we won't tolerate it anymore. We as a society cannot tolerate this, because we are better people than the corrupt people. So what does this mean? We all need to heal. What does this mean? A lot of people are on timeout. Why? Because we need timeout to heal. What do I mean by timeout? Look at the gas prices. Look what we're doing to the ozone. Look at what's happening around you. It's bad, man. But bad comes after the bad comes after the rain purifies everything. the good comes. That's when the good comes. So understand that it's that serious, brothers and sisters. No more corruption, because if you are corrupt, I'm telling you, you can no longer hide. This is the new age of Aquarius, the golden age. Brothers and sisters, with that said, peace be with you, also with you.